Manjeet, when it comes to infighting within the parties, the Congress, of course, has been facing this in Himachal Pradesh, but interestingly, this is a problem in the BJP too, in the state of Himachal Pradesh. When this question was asked to Mr. Jairam Thakur, he said that because the people are happy with us, this problem has been essentially overlooked. Yes, there is infighting, and this indeed is a problem. In that sense, it's going to be very interesting, isn't it?
Yes, indeed, Sneha. The biggest challenge which the BJP is facing in these elections are the dissidents. Their number is 21, and many of the dissidents were pacified by the Bharatiya Janata Party, but still the number is quite high. Even the Prime Minister Narendra Modi was also compelled to call Kripal Parmar, who happens to be one of the rebels who is still contesting the election. So the BJP is facing a big challenge. These rebels could be the kingmakers in these elections. This is being estimated by the psephologists as well. But the dissidence is not limited to the Bharatiya Janata Party alone. Even Congress is also facing dissidents, at least in 7 segments of the assemblies. The triangular contest is being noticed in at least 10 seats. So the fight is neck and neck, and the voters are also confused. As far as the election campaign is concerned, let us begin with the Congress. Birbhadra Singh during the past elections had held as much as 85 rallies single-handed. But this time Congress could not even beat his record. Congress held as just 83 rallies, and their campaign was single-handedly shouldered by Priyanka Vadra. Though Sachin Pilot was also there, but most of the leaders remained confined to Shimla. As far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, Bharatiya Janata Party addressed as much as 145 election rallies and covered almost all constituencies of the state. But if we talk about the Aam Aadmi Party leaders addressed only a few rallies, but this is the election campaigning. But this election will really be influenced by the issues which concern the local people, while the Bharatiya Janata Party contested election on some national issues like the nationalism, terrorism and national security and the development. Congress raised some local issues and issues concerning various segments of the voters, be it the revival of the old pension scheme. Bharatiya Janata Party did not mention anything about this scheme in its poll manifesto. Congress has promised that the day party will form a government, the old pension scheme will be revived. All we know is that this old pension scheme was discontinued in December 2003, and a new pension scheme was launched in April 2004. According to the old pension scheme, the employees are not required to contribute any money towards the pension, and the new pension scheme, they are asked to deposit at least 10% of their basic salary and the dearness allowance to get the pension. So this is the biggest issue concerning the employees of the state. All we know, employees also influence the state. Another segment of the voters which is being targeted by the Congress this time are the farmers and horticulturists. Farmers are not happy with the government, as the government levied 18% GST on corrugated boxes which are used to package the apples and other fruits. Besides, 18% GST was also charged on pesticides. Though the Bharatiya Janata Party government tried to woo the farmers by announcing that from the next season onwards, the farmers will be given additional 3,000 rupees. Besides, the GST will be lowered to 12%, but still the farmers are not happy. Many of the farmers have alleged that the food prices in the states are being decided and fixed by the corporates and private buyers. The government did not intervene when the prices were deliberately lowered by these farmers in the election year. Congress has also promised that a commission will be set up which will have farmers as their members and which will decide the prices. If we talk about the youngsters, this time nearly 2 lakh first-time voters will be exercising their right to franchise. The Congress has also raised the issue of unemployment and has also accused the Bharatiya Janata Party that it failed to fulfill the past election promises, and there were over 60,000 vacancies in the state. This the government failed. The Congress has also promised that if it comes to power, all the vacancies will be filled. on the day one. So these are the election issues.
I want to ask you is
concerning
because
the
you
local
mentioned the
people,
Congress,
people in general.
what is with the low-key campaign of the Congress party in the state of Himachal Pradesh? Why is the Congress keeping it so low-key this time around with only Priyanka Gandhi Vadra campaigning in the state of Himachal Pradesh? Whereas for the BJP, there was always been projecting the Prime Minister as the face of the party in the state again, saying that the votes should be cast in the name of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Well, Sneha, as far as the assembly elections in Himachal are concerned, there are 68 segments, and local issues, in fact, dominate these elections as compared to the Lok Sabha. So local issues include the development of the roads, the rail network, creating employment opportunities. Industrialization also failed to take off during the BJP's regime. Now, we spoke to many people in Kangra. They said the industries were sick and no efforts were made to revive them. That is why the industries failed to generate enough employment opportunities. The Congress government has now, Congress party has now promised in its poll manifesto that it will be creating a startup fund which will benefit the local entrepreneurs and will boost investment in the state besides generating the employment